Good afternoon, students. Welcome back after a long time no see. We are going with our subject that is e-business with fourth topic. Fourth unit. In that we are having one topic that is satellite communications. So in the last class we have discussed the meaning of satellite communications and different types of communications. And now, particularly, we are going in a deep knowledge and a great aspirants of satellite. That means what is the role, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, how it works, what is the functions, what how many types of again satellites should be there and orbit should be there. All those things we are going to cover within this topic. Now, as I was saying that satellite communication is an artificial satellite. See, satellites are of two types. One is the natural satellite, another one is the artificial satellite. Natural satellites are those which are God-made, or for example, you can say the moon is the satellite of the earth which is running around it, and the sun to the sun, earth is also a satellite. According to its orbits, how the planets are running within the orbits around the sun are also satellites. Like that, we are having artificial satellites and we are having different kinds of satellites that we are going to learn. Now, how with the help of satellite we can communicate? As I was saying that this satellite communication is an artificial satellite that relays and implies radio telecommunication signals via a transponder. A radio telecommunication signal will be there. With the help of that, the person who is sending the message, it will give the signal to it, and the receiver will also get the signal with the help of this transponder signals, and it creates a communication channel between a source transmitter and a receiver at different location on earth. I hope students have understand. After showing the signal picture, you can able to understand some more basic knowledge about it, how it is, what is the role of it, and how it is important. Satellite communicating is nothing but using radio waves to send signals to the antennas on the earth, and these antennas then capture those signals and process the information coming from those signals to a particular person who is staying in a particular place. Now, satellite communications plays a very important role in the global telecommunication system. As you all know, approximately there are 2000 artificial satellites orbiting Earth. What I am saying, 2000 artificial satellites that are orbiting, that is not in the space, just that is moving around the earth. How the other planets will move around the sun, like that we are having 2000 artificial satellites which are orbiting. That means a distance is there which is not going to disturb to each other, where that how the orbit is having the distance that the earth is not having a connection with the Mars planet, or the Mars is not having that connection with the Venus planets. It having one orbit within the trains they are traveling and moving. Like that, from the earth, many countries have sent so many satellites. So they are fixed those satellites in an orbit which are not going to disturb to each other. I hope students have understand. That's the reason we are saying that the artificial satellites orbiting Earth relay analog and digital signals carrying voice, video, and data to and fro from one or many locations worldwide. So, with the help of these signals, I mean satellites, so the satellites are running in the space with maintaining some distance or on its orbit, where they are take the analog that the digital signal will carry the digital signals either by the voice, video, or any kind of data picture, and that will be again it will be relay, that means that's transferred with the help of antennas, and it will be transferred to that person at a particular relation, a particular location, I can say particular location throughout the worldwide. So those are nothing but the satellite communications. If you see here in the picture, this is the ground station of, for example, you think that this is a person who is making a, who is want to send the data to another person. For example, this is India on my left hand side, and on the right hand side, suppose it is Japan. So when people want to send the data, this antenna will give the signals to the satellite with the help of uplink, upper link, and the data or the voice record or the pictures or the videos what we are sending, it will goes with the help of this analog, and it will have the antenna. With the help of this antenna it will goes, and again the same, it will, the satellites will connect the link. With the help of the downlink it will send to that location to whom this company or the individual or a group of people want to connect or send the data. So these two peoples, these antennas will connect to each other directly, and it will transfer the message or picture, video, whatever the communication will takes place. For example, one antenna is in, if I take an example of Hyderabad for your explanation, one antenna is in Dilsukh Nagar, and this one, this antenna which you are seeing on the screen, and another one is in Jubilee Hills. So what is happening here? So the person who is sitting in the Dilsukh Nagar making a call to a person who is sitting in Jubilee Hills. So this satellite is helping to connect the signals, and with the help of these antennas, or I can say the stations, links to stations are ground stations, the call is connecting and they are exchanging their communication. Now, what are the different advantages and different disadvantages of satellite communicating? We are having a number of advantages and disadvantages, but very few I have collected according to a syllabus. Now, first we will go with the advantages one by one. The area coverage through satellites transmission is quite large. So, worldwide is connecting, I can say in one word. The one more advantage of satellite communication is it is laying and maintaining of intercontinental cable is difficult and expensive, and this is where the satellites proves to be the best alternative. So how many types of wires can we connect from one place to another? Can it possible that I am sitting in Hyderabad and I want to call to a person who is sitting in Dubai? Can it possible? Yeah, it's possible, but with the help of satellite. Can it be possible that one wire connection in the olden days, how the wire connection will be there from to our home telephones? Can it possible? No, it will take more time, more cost, more than sometimes it is not possible also. So to fulfill that requirement, satellites are working like signals. So this is also one of the advantages that we have saved so much of time, money, and efforts and cost. Next, the heavy usage of this intercontinental traffic makes this mode of communication commercially attractive. See, as I have shown in the last class in the third unit, that the pictures have shown you about the traffic mix, intercontinental traffic mix. When how the traffic will be there jam like that in the internet, etc. So we are having networks traffic jam will be there. In that network traffic jam, many cause will interconnect to that. So to rectify the problem in future or to solve the problems, or this kind of conflict should not have to be taken place in a particular time. To come up with this, the satellites communication is best, the experts have identified. Now, so to come all this kind of mode of communications or conflicts, the satellites are utilizing in a public. So what is happening? For example, a wire is there. If he is going to connect by mistakenly, the wire has been connected to another person. The calls will goes to him only. It is not connected properly. But whereas satellites, it is no need of wireless, so the connection will goes directly with the help of the antenna, the signal, or internet server. Now, satellites can cover large area of Earth, which is particularly useful for spatial populated areas. So in a spatial populated areas, what will happen? It is not easy to identify or to give the wires and connect each cables, everything. So the hardly, because the people are very busy in their life and they don't want to waste their time and they don't want to wait for it. So this satellite communication is working in a smart way with the help of smartphones with smart network. Next thing, if I come to the term towards the disadvantages, few are the disadvantages where you can identify it easily. See, as you know, the technological is there, limitations preventing the deployment of large, high gain antennas on the satellite platform. So what is happening? This satellite antenna, it is very dangerous to the human health. This is one disadvantage. Another thing, overcrowding of available bandwidths due to low gain antenna. That means overcrowded will also be creates a problem here, and it will bandwidths due to the gain of antenna. Uh, I will tell you in a small parlance way that see what is happening. This nowadays, uh, first 1G was there, 2G, 3G, 4G. Now the generation want 5G network internet speed. For that, what they need? They need big antennas to connect to the satellite. What will be the result? You may have seen that when this 1G was there or 2G was there, we can see the sparrows crippling on the trees or nearby our houses. But now, when the antennas of the 3G and 4G came, many birds, especially natural things, are getting disturbed. They are going far away from the people. It is totally uh, destroying the nature. How? For example, in the 5G generation, what is happening? Peoples are have become the mobiphenia. That means they are getting addicted to mobile phones. They are forgetting. They are getting irritated easily. In the olden days, if I talk about 10 years back, the people used to remember some numbers, 3 to 4 or 10 to 12 numbers. But now it is not. It is not possible. So this is also one disadvantage. So what is happening with the help of why it is happening because of this bandwidth gain antenna. Another thing. For this, what the thing we need? High investment cost, high insurance cost associated with the significant probability of failure. If the project is going to be failure, then it will be a very big loss to the organization or to the government. How much it costs, you know, for the from the manufacturing of the raw materials to the finished goods, how much HR people have worked, how much finance has been taken place, who is the supplier, everyone. You know, when if I want to manufacture a small soap, what the budget or the investment should be there? Who is the manufacturer, the machine, land, machine, man, machine, material, all these things will be there. So for this also it is a very big. So what is happening? For example, in this lockdown or in this what we can say that in this rainy days, the water entered into the city and it has demolished so many houses, and you may have seen so many networks have also gone. So who is going to pay that? It is a kind of disadvantage. Another thing, it is having a high atmospheric use above 30 ground hazards limit carriers frequency, which is very dangerous. Now, if you see the picture, how the satellite communication is taking place. This is Earth station and this is a satellite space station. There is an upper link, this is a lower link. The person is sending the message, encoding, and it is decoding. So this is taking place properly. Now, some more we can say. I can say the advantages are the benefits, applications of the uh, satellite communications are. It is very flexible. It is mobility. It is transferable. Speedy deployment. That means the information can be deployed within a short span of time or in seconds. It will provide coverage over the globe. Within the globe means within the world, it is going to have a good coverage and provide the internet. The cost is not cheap. It is very costly to manufacture a satellite. It is propagation delay. Specialized satellite terminals. Some terminals has been specialized for making the satellites. And it is very flexible and it is very costly. But in returns we are getting n number of problem solving instrument. It is becoming a problem solving instrument. That means communicating the data is sending from one place to another place. Yes, now we are going to see the different types of satellites and their orbits. First, we have to know satellites are different orbits because these orbits depends on each satellite and what satellite is designed and to come. What are the different kinds of satellites and what are the orbits? Video showing the difference between a geostationary orbit and a polar stationary orbit. The yellow area shows that what part of Earth each satellite sees during its orbit. I am going to show you the picture at last, which you are going to identify the difference between the orbit and the satellite. See, as I was saying that satellites, natural satellite was that like moon and earth, artificial satellite are nothing but man-made satellites. And that the main purpose of creating artificial satellite in is intentionally put into desired orbits, to put into an desired orbits. Now, first we'll communicate, that means we'll classify different kinds of satellites. So on the earth, I can say we are having so many, but few I have collected for you according to the syllabus. First one is communication satellite, astronomy satellite, atmospheric satellite, atmospheric study satellite, navigation satellite, recon reconnaissance satellites, remote sensing satellite, research and rescue satellite, weather satellite. We'll go one by one so that it can be easily understandable with the help of the data and picture. First, the communication satellite. A communication satellite is an artificial satellite that relays and amplifies radio telecommunication signals via a transponder. It creates a communication channel between a source transmitter and a receiver at different low. Now, communication satellites are designed to relay several or more, usually and many signals simultaneously. In some cases, you may have seen that there may be a separate transponder for each carrier. This is typically of broadcasting satellites and of satellites used for distributing television signals to terrestrial broadcasting stations actions on Earth. Now, if you see the picture, this satellite has been manufactured for the sake of communications, only like the mobiles or the videos or chatting and all these communications will be taking place with the help of this satellite. Now, second one is astronomy satellite. What is the use of that and what is? Let's have a look on the screen. An astronomy satellite is basically a big telescope floating in space because the space is very big and spacious. So many planets are going surrounding around that. Many uh, artificial satellites are also revolving. Within the orbit, it is running. Because it is in orbit above the Earth, the satellite's vision is not clouded by the gases. As I was saying, it is on the above the Earth, you can't see it properly. Now, if you see this is the picture where it is showing the astronomy of the satellite. So, with the help of the satellite, we can read what is going on the Earth. Next one is atmospheric studies satellite. Atmospheric studies satellites were some of the very first satellites launched into space. They generally have pretty low Earth orbits so that they can study the Earth's atmosphere. With the word you can able to understand what does it mean. It is going to study only the atmosphere of the Earth from the satellite. Alauti, the first satellite launched by Canada, was also the world's first atmospheric studies satellite. The purpose of Alauti was to study the Earth's ionosphere, that means its in charge layer of the atmosphere. Canadian scientists were trying to learn more about the auroras borealis or northern lights disturbance of the ionosphere in the atmosphere which create brilliant lights in the northern skies at night but disturb radio communication. So with the help of these scientists they have identified the problem and they have fulfilled the requirement. And this is a satellite where I can identify the atmosphere, what kind of atmosphere is there on what part of the earth. Now, this is one more how it is going. Now, next one is navigation satellite. The navigation satellite is also known as Satnav satellite. Is a system that uses satellites to provide autonomous geospatial position. That means the system can be used to providing position or navigating for tracking the position of something fitted with a receiver or satellite tracking. It means that totally it is showing the way and it is working on it. And satellite navigation is based on a global network of satellites that transmit radio signals in the medium Earth orbit. To accomplish this, each of the 31 satellites emits signals to receive that determine their location by computing the difference between the time that a signal is sent and the time it is received. If you see here on the screen, as navigation, it indicates that which side we have to go, east, west, north, south. The direction, the attitude, and the altitude, everything will show you how it should have to go. And this satellites is here specially gives information to the army people, or police, or the ambulance, or to a political person, or to a genuine and practical work. Now, next one is reconnaissance satellite. Reconnaissance satellites is an satellite intelligence satellites that is commonly used as a spy satellite. Spy. That means that will be used to identify what things are there. That means what sort of weapons are used by the enemy country or neighboring country, or what are the where the army is situated, where the uh, tanks or the equipment of the products, everything it is going to be identified. Because of this, we used to say it as reconnaissance satellite. Now, reconnaissance satellite is used, that is a communication satellite that is deployed for military or intelligence applications, only for the sake of spy, to identify what sort of things are there. If you see here in the picture, this satellite is identifying what sort of tanks are situated in which angle and in which place, and what sort of aeroplane is riding on the space, how it is going. So these things are taking place. Now, in the second picture, it has been mentioned clearly how the target is going to identify. This is the satellite, how it is launching. Please have a look on the picture. On the second stage, it is getting indication at 166 seconds. After that, 412 seconds, it is ignition takes place and orbit inflation 7.200 millimeters sun synchronized within a 60 days. How it is taking place orbit operations. So the link upper link and lower link will get the signals, with the tower will get the information we can show. So what is happening? It is taking the collecting the data of a particular place and sending decoding to this person. Then again it will comes down and go for the function. These kind of satellites are known as reconnaissance satellites, and it is used especially in the army or military and the warfare countries. Next one is remote sensing satellites. Remote sensing satellite is one of the important satellites among the different types of satellites, and the main thing is it is sensing. The remote sensing is the science of obtaining information about objects or areas from a distance, typically from aircrafts or satellites. So what it will do, it will giving the information about an objects or area or for a distance. Where is this object is situated or located? It will give information. And remote sensors can be either passive or active. It can be a passive sensor, that means that will respond to external stimuli, or sometimes they record natural energy that is reflected or emitted from the earth's surface. If you see the picture, you can able to understand that how it is working. The picture the satellite is showing is in remote sensing how it is happening, and it is giving the information especially to the military people or some other, if a person has been identified or missing. Now, another thing, another satellite, that is search and rescue satellite. The search and rescue satellite is the India's one of the member of the International COSPAS or SARSAT program for providing distress alert and position location to identify the exact location of a particular person or thing or an object, and distress alert what will happen or what is going to be happen in future or within 1 hour or 2 hours or 1 day or 2 day or 1 week. As coming to the rainfalls, these people they have to identify. So these signals are provided. That means they are identifying the uh, what can I say, the person or the place who are get stuck in that rainfall. So with the help of this satellite, they will identify the person and object and they will rescue them. Now, it's one more thing. Satellite equipped with search and rescue equipment fly over a beacon that is releasing an emergency signal. Using mathematical calculation involving the Doppler effect, scientists can translate the signal into coordinates, the determination of the location of the distress signal within 4 kilometers range. So if you see the picture, how it is affected. The satellite aided search and rescue, and this is ISRO, we can say, which is in India, that will come in Bangalore city. So how it is working? This is the corpus and this is the SARSAT, and what is the work of it, how it is going to get. By seeing the picture, I hope you can understand how it is working. In the another picture or in this cartoon, you can able to identify how it is working, like distressing call utilizing emergency beacon. When this is going, it will go to the satellite, the information again the satellites, or if any aeroplane has been get damaged, or if any ship is missing or sinking, then immediately it will give the signals to this rescue coordination center. This rescue coordination center will go immediately to the space or place and it will try to rescue, or it will help at least. So what is happening here? Next, what is happening? These search and rescue satellites will help and provide the signal, and this person is giving the signal to the search and rescue satellites. And this is also totally used especially for the Navy, Defense, Air Force, or military or police person. Or sometimes what will happen, a person, a local user terminal has got been stuck in a mountain or in a water or in an unknown forest or land. So with the help of these signals, that can be possible easily. See, if you see the picture how it is going, and mission control center will be there located in a particular place, and they will rescue the coordination center. Means everything will be going. By this picture, I hope students will understand how the rescue and search and rescue satellite will work. First, they will search where the person or the object or the thing is there. Then they will rescue to that person with the help of those satellite signals. Now, weather satellites. As you know, this is very familiar that weather it will provide the conditions of the weather within the country or within the international or local level. The weather satellite is a type of satellite that is primarily used to monitor the weather and climate of the Earth. Satellites can be polar orbiting, covering the entire Earth asynchronously, and geostationary. For these two words, see, geostationary is nothing but the horizontal, asynchronously means vertical. How the satellites will run geostationary or asynchronously, in the horizontal way or the vertical, so that they will provide the weather or they will get the data or information about the weather of upcoming days of a particular place or a distance or location. The same is, and how it is related with the equator, from equator to equator. That means it is starting from the 0 degree to the again 180 degrees, how it is working, at 360 degrees what it is. If you see the picture, how this weather satellites are, how the water is entering into the countries in the shape of the tsunami or tornado, everything it will collect it. So the signals will be get by the satellites itself. If you see this next picture, it is showing the different kinds of cities are there of Indian country, and it is showing the weather report or weathercast how it will be there in upcoming couple of hours in our country. So everything. So this weather satellite will help in identifying the climatical condition of our Earth. Now we will go with different types of satellite orbits. How the orbits are been taking place and how it is working. So we are having four kinds of orbits. First one is geostationary orbit, second one polar orbits, third one asynchronous orbit, last one is predicting satellite orbit. Now we'll go one by one. The first one is a geostationary orbit. The geostationary orbit is also referred to as a geosynchronous equatorial orbit or GEO, and it is a circular geosynchronous orbit which is far away. That means it's having 35,786 kilometers above Earth equator and the following the direction of Earth's rotation. This kind of orbit is nothing but geostationary orbit. When the satellite is going to be launched from the Earth, that satellite will go some 35,000 change kilometers high in the sky, and it will surround within its orbit in a vertical way, horizontal way. Now, according to satellite signals, there are 402 satellites in geosynchronous orbit. And geosynchronous orbit, the ring around the Earth can accommodate a number of satellites, 1800 altogether, according to one analysis of Lawrence Robert, published in the Berkeley Technology Law Review. So, what is happening? This is the extra information of our subject. That means geostationary orbit, it is high, that means it will go higher with some 35,000 change kilometers above in the sky, and it will go around the Earth in a horizontal way. And we are having 402 satellites around in synchronous orbit. One satellite or two satellites are on it. 402 satellites are working till then. And it is like the ring around the Earth and accommodate a number of satellites. A number of satellites are accumulated with that orbit. Yeah. Now, if you see the picture, you can able to understand how this is the Earth and this is the satellite. How it is going around in a circular form within an orbit which has been prescribed with the help of a digital signaling code networking. And this orbit is nothing but geostationary orbit. Now we'll go for the next one is polar orbit. Polar orbit is nothing but the vertical orbit, and it is one of the orbit which passes above or nearly above both poles of the body being orbited. Usually planets such as the Earth, but possibly another bodies such as the moon or sun on each revolution. Revolution means here not that one getting up. Okay, a group of people are surrounding and asking for their rights and demands. It means here a revolution is nothing but a time period. See, the revolution will take place of an Earth for 1 year. From that point to again the Earth, when it is coming back and staying in the same place, it is taking 365 days and 6 hours to go around the orbit. So like that only we are having the polar orbit will be there, which is used to cover the 90 degree of the body's equator. So if I show you the picture, you can able to understand how it is. See, when I was talking about the synchronous, it is going horizontal, but whereas this one, both poles, north pole and south pole. How the weather will be there? It will runs according to its own orbit, no disturbance, no clashes. Now we'll go for the third one, that is asynchronous orbit. In asynchronous orbit, what is happening? The orbit itself are lower than geostationary orbits. Satellites in asynchronous orbit will pass overhead at different times of the day. Asynchronous orbits are in different time altitudes. We are having longitudes and altitudes on the globe. So what is happening? That lines will talk about the time, imaginary timing, or the distance, or the location of the country or place. Like that, these orbits are also asynchronous. It is like little bit just cross. If you see the picture, you can able to understand. This one is the first one, that is nothing but geostationary orbit, and this asynchronous orbit. Just small process taking place. So that is nothing but asynchronous orbit. Now we'll go with the predicting satellite orbit. This is the last one and fourth one. What is happening with this? This orbit prediction of artificial satellite is a key link in space surveillance and real-time tracking. Because of the large number of objects to be tracked and because of the required precision is not too high, the analytical method is often used in this connection. And this is with the help of this orbit, the prediction will be taking place and it is going to be not affect to the country's satellite. So these satellites are helping. This is the first one is this is polar one. This is the horizontal one where we are having uh, asynchronous orbit. Okay. Now, if you talk about another thing, that is the mobile communication with satellite communication. The mobile communication and condition is taking place that typically providers of satellites mobile communications uses geostationary orbit, that is GEO, medium earth orbit MEO satellites, or low earth orbit LEO satellites to relay signals up from a handset or terminal and back down to a ground station where the signal interface with the public telephone system of the internet. So this, with the help of mobile communication, with the help of satellite communication only, the mobile communication is taking place in one word answer. Now, if you see the picture here, how this is the DMD pointer and this is the signal and this is the satellite, and we are going the mobile communications, receive the vehicle number, everything is taking place. If you see the next picture, it is also showing the same thing how it is working. These are satellite, this is the communication, these are the two person, these are the two antennas and how it is working. While going in the car, the person is calling and it is connecting to a person. And a person is sitting at home and it is also getting connection. All these things, this is very big, the globe is involved in this and everyone are working together to fulfill all the requirements in it. Next thing, if you see the work, how it is taking place. When it comes to functionality, cell phones to have a distinct advantage over satellites phone. Satellites phones are designed especially for telephonic communications, meaning that most allow you to make received calls and that's about it. Not only receiving the calls, but also it is used to connect with the what can I say, sharing of videos, pictures, data, information, and with the help of those data, sometimes it is properly used for decision making. In the wars or in the army or in the battleground, sometimes we have to take the decision immediately by getting or by giving the communication or after receiving the communication from XYZ person. So this is a totally a very big rapport in this world is playing a very important role. Not only in war but also in businesses to bring a new feature, to bring the data, to bring some a good or bad or positive or negative information that has to be useful in the society that is taking place properly. So I hope students you have understand the topic and concern. Please give me your feedback with the help of all your comment box and as well as please mention your roll numbers in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.